Hi, everyone. First of all, thank you for giving Pay Nearby and Digital Nari this platform to present ourselves. I think post Harsh's session and the earlier session, the energy in this room is very high, and I hope my session will not put it down. So when Harish was speaking, he did mention that, the world today, we try to think in binary in terms of gender, either in terms of male or female. But when you get to look at it, when we all design a product for humans, do we really think in terms of gender, or the default is the man? Right? So when humans design a product for humans, the default setting is we design it for the man. And do we know what percentage of the country today is females? 50 to 50% of the country is females. So when half of the population is us, why is the default setting only for the man? And that is the problem that we were trying to solve at Pay Nearby. Pay Nearby as an organization at heart, we have always been a financial inclusion organization. In the 10th year of operation, we work with more than 15 lakh retailers all over the country. And we kind of reach about 5 crore rural population and ensure that they have the means, both banking and digital means, to lead a better life. But while we have been at it, we did recognize the fact that there is still a large gender gap when it comes to financial inclusion in the country. The various means in the various policies that have happened in the last few years have ensured that today, when we look at bank accounts in the country, the number of accounts between a man and a woman, there is very little gender gap there. But when we look at the actual usage of those accounts, whether it is savings, credit, insurance, there is still a lot of work to be done. And forget just that. Look at the broader macroeconomics of the country. Do we know where we stand in female labor participation globally? Do we know where India stands? Right? So I don't need to, I'm sure everyone in this room knows that, there's a lot of way to go. We are, 164th, 165th when it comes to female labor participation. When 50% of the country is female and we do not recognize the potential of 50% of the country, that's a lot of potential we are wasting, we are letting it go. Right? And only when women have agency of their lives, and that comes through financial independence, access to their own money, control over their own money, that is when women can decide the path that they want to lead, the path that their future, that their children would like to lead, and create a better world for everyone. One of the reasons that financial inclusion, there is still a gender gap, and what we have been trying to research and understand, why is it that, through our BC model, we have been able to reach the hinterlands of the country, the homes in the rural households, but females are still lagging behind. One of the reasons that come out very strongly is that our societal structures are such that women still find it very, very difficult to approach a male service provider when it comes to taking any kind of service, or even when it comes to discussing about their requirements or needs, whether it is finance or otherwise. So it is important that across India, we build a framework where we create those female influencers or female service providers that then can take the services to the last mile. And through Digital Nari, that is what we are aiming to do. We are going to rural communities across the country, and in rural communities, we are trying to figure out female influencers who have the digital ability to use a mobile application, and then we are working with various service providers to create female-centric products, whether it is across health or banking or insurance or credit, that then gets disseminated to local communities, which help your average women in local households to then lead towards a better life. We work with various NGOs, community-based organizations, government agencies, whether it is rural livelihood missions, across various programs to identify cohorts that actually can become those digital female influencers. And today we have about 150,000 such women who work with us, dispensing financial inclusion services more than 10,000 crores in the last financial year. So that is the ability of this program, but we still feel that we are at the tip of the iceberg. More than 700 million population in the country needs to be serviced. If we have 6 lakh villages, the opportunity is to create at least 6 lakh female influencers who can service local villages and local communities. So if there is an opportunity for us to work together, if there are NGOs that you work with, if there are community-based organizations that work locally with women, we'll be happy to participate and ensure that we create more gender-intentional products that actually resonate with last mile women and create a gender intent distribution also where we are easily able to access these cohorts and service them. Yeah, thank you so much.